Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Jumping on here to get these questions started. I do have coffee questions from Monday. And Monday, we had an opportunity to look at the new grandbaby and how big he is. He got big feet. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Yeah, I was going to share the sonogram picture, but it's got my daughter's private information on it, and I don't want to put that out there. So just trust me, he's a big boy. Well, she's not due till January, and he's already a pound and 5 ounces. So, yeah. All right. I'm starting away. So, a happy government shutdown. Are we having fun yet? Enjoy the drama. No worries. It'll be all right. All right. What else is going on in the world? Anything? Humanitarian. I said I was going to play it by ear. We are going to have a meeting tomorrow if we needed one. We don't really need one because there's nothing happening. I mean, there's stuff happening, but yeah, baby's healthy. He has huge feet and was shaking his fist in the air. I'm like, yep, he's related. Rocco, you're in the second floor of the garage. Oh, you up in the loft. Don't hurt yourself. All right. It's October. Can you believe it? All right. I pulled out my October decks. We have, I hope I just show the boxes. So you know what we're working with today? Well, until Wayne tells me otherwise. Um, we have the Orchid Valley Tarot, and then we have the Jack-o'-lantern. It's always fun to have a theme. All right. My phone's going crazy. Oh, it's telling me I'm live. Oh, okay. I'm live, if you didn't know. Okay. Let's jump into coffee questions. There's a little bit more room for questions in the chat room. And I'm going to have to redo my mods, I think, because a lot of them just don't come in here anymore. I appreciate, well, Rocco's in here. He's busy. Terry's been holding down the fort, and which I really, really appreciate. But since nobody else wants to come back in, I may have to adjust getting some new mods. And some people have to work, and I understand that. But, I mean, if people just don't want to come in because they're done with the channel, okay, that's fine. Bless your heart. Okay, let's jump over here. I do have, like I said, the coffee questions. I got some today, but I want to go back and address Mondays. All right. We're going to start with Bonita. Howdy, Jen. Howdy, Bonita. Much love to you. Much love to you, love. I would like to know what the girl looks like that took my necklaces and where she lives. Oh, boy. Them's fighting words, Bonita. Oh, come on. Please and thank you. Well, I'll do my best. I don't know how accurate it'll be. Okay. I'll do my best. And still start questions at the same time. Let's see if we can multitask. All right. Who's the girl and where does she live? Juanita's going to start a mafia. Oh, chat is jumping. Okay. Who is this girl? Has she been in your house? Okay. Oh, by the way, I know that new month, it means new zodiac spread. Since I can't have the dual camera system, it's just a matter of clicking a button. I'm going to attempt this, but I didn't want to do it until after I was live and did the show. Afterwards, I'm going to attempt to mess with the ball of wires and plug the other camera back in and unplug it. Let's just hope it goes back to the way it was, so I can do your zodiac spread for October. I will do my best. And believe me, you'll hear from me if it doesn't reset. All right, Juanita. Okay. The moon card represents, this is confusing to you because you can't put your finger on who it is. But this card says that she put them back because she knew that it would cause conflict. She didn't put them back where she took them. It's somewhere where you wouldn't think to look. But they're there. I'm still pulling. Hold on. Okay. Be patient. Apparently, they made the right decision to just do without and walked away. They didn't want to do that. This was second thoughts. Took them, they changed their mind, but put them back. Let me see if I can find out. It's still not telling me who. It only picks up on the energy that is important. I know it's important to you, but this is somebody. This is a strategic. They're still in your house. She put them back. It's strategic, but it's trickery. It's very strategic. They're in your home. It's where she put them I cannot figure out. see, she doesn't, this tells me she changed her mind. She didn't want to face your wrath, basically. Still doesn't tell me where she lives. Somebody in the community. It's a young female. In the community, somewhere around your location. So now you have to play process of elimination because, of course, it's not going to give me names. A young girl that took them. Well, that's what I'm picking up, but it's somebody in the community took them originally, but put them back. So you'll have to think about that one. But like shoved them somewhere. Okay. I'm still starting, guys. Hold on. Miss Mary, you were hoping to buy a new computer. Wow. I don't have anything to buy it with right now. Maybe soon. Yeah. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. You're welcome, Bonita. Keep looking, honey. Okay. Next question. I'm watching a couple more in the stars and then I'll pause them. Okay, Wyletta, how will your week go? Hopefully smooth. Are you be hunting somebody down? Okay. And as far as the schedule for this month, I'm taking it a show at a time because the littles are on fall break next week and Lee's taking time off because it's his birthday as well. So I'm kind of just doing it, playing it by ear based on our plans. So if I'm going to go live, you'll see a thumbnail. If I'm not, assume that there's no show. I know that's not how I've been doing it, but at this point, I don't know that King and Nadia are coming back for roundtables. To each their own. Whatever they want to do, that's fine. So I'm just going to do mine by ear. Okay. All right, Wyletta. How's your week going to go? You're not going to jail. Just saying. Wow. Good for you, love. Make sure you don't wear yourself out. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pause these questions. Yes, you don't want to go to jail. You're going to have a good week because you have learned to reel things in. Let me explain. Because you're just kind of going on your mission here. You're just like, I have a mission and I'm going to stay on it. I'm standing my ground. Basically, Wyletta is saying, I'm not taking anybody's crap. I'm not. I'm focused on the investments that I have made. I am focused on God and my faith. I'm going to stay by myself and just, she has set boundaries. She's just going to go with the flow. Miss Wyletta. But make sure that the pages in your life, you have teenagers. You know how that goes. That they don't wear you down. Okay. That's their job. But you can stay out of jail. Okay. You're going to have a good week, honey. Because you've learned how to deal with it. You've just kind of put yourself in a zone and said, no, you're not getting to me. So, okie dokie. All right. Next. Angie, thank you for the coffees. Happy Monday, she says. Thank you, Miss Angie. Miss Louise. All right. This is for Wednesday, so I can see the cards. Thanks. Okay. Is 3I Atlas slowing down and rearranging our timeline? That's the first question. All right. Is it slowing down? That's the first one. It's kind of a yes or no. I'll look for other details. Okay. It is, but it tells me why. Okay, so here's your star card. So this is the galactic side of things. There's your death card, and the death card doesn't mean death as in death. It just means slow transition. So there's your solid yes. It is slowing down. It's running interference because the devil comes in. So we have negativity pushing against it. We're at war. So, yeah, it is slowing down. All right, now let's look at the rest of it. Rearranging our timeline. Okay. Mr. Wang's here. He goes, no, you all are doing that because of the Schumann resonance. So that's humanity is in control of the timeline. I think we're doing quite well. Are there crazies? Yes, there are. Are there NPCs? Yes, there are. But we're holding down the fort. But I'm still going to ask, was it rearranging our timeline? No, it's holding the course that we want. Okay, so hangman in limbo, keeping it where it needs to be. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's still fighting against the enemy, preventing us from getting stuck as long as we are staying in tune with the, well, let's just word it this way. Getting our shit together emotionally and spiritually and coming together as a whole. And so they're holding the line for us as well. But we have to do the work to make sure we keep the victory. I hope that makes sense. So we're in charge of it. And as long as we keep our vibrations up, they'll help maintain security, I guess, is a good way of looking at it. Okay. Hi, Joe Petrie. I just saw where you texted me. I will respond. I got busy yesterday. I didn't even see it. Shows you how much I carry my phone around. I just don't talk to a lot of people. or any people. Okay. Louise's next question was, will we see a significant increase of global military action before Nasara Jasara is announced and we have safety in our RV appointments? All right, so high activity with military. Okay. Is it going to increase? Of course, Secretary Hegseth met with all the generals. What, 800 generals? I guarantee a big hunk of them didn't walk out still in the military. They had to be sworn in under the original Constitution. All right, so uptick or more global military movement before Nasara Jasara. Now, if you look at the actual plan of it and what the Golden Dragon Bond checklist was, it says yes. But we'll see. Definitely. But it being the military, they've got lots of secrets. This is a secret card. There's underlying things that they're doing. Of course, we never know where they're all at and what they're doing. But yeah, that's a secret move. Here's your RV will happen. But remember, we have to see justice move. It's Red October, so that it all goes in at the exact same time. It's all blended together. So yeah, they're secretly moving, but all of them they need the distraction so we can have victory for it. So we're watching all of these moving parts. I like this card. We'll be celebrating. All right. All right. Bettina, that would be interesting. I already see them, and it's freaky as crap. Especially in the church. That's the huge. I see them in government, but I see the reptilian faces. Yeah, the church is thick with them. All denominations and all faiths. You have good and evil in every little thing. Okay. It's another reason why I avoid public and a lot of people, because when you see the crap that I do, you tend to keep to yourself. And a lot of people that know me forget what I do for a living, and I'm well aware of what's going on. Okay. Sunshine. Thank you, Lovey. Hi, Jen. Hello. All right. My mom. What? You give me Hawaiian names I can't pronounce. Alani. I'm trying. It's in the redneck version. And I have been under the same roof the last 2 weeks. Question. May I get a message from my mom? Okay. That's the first. Well, let's do one at a time. Alani. Oh, I got one right. If I could eat cookies, I'd eat one. All right. Message from mom. Bettina, you wish you had gifts. You have gifts. Everybody has gifts. It's just getting in tune with them. It's a work in progress. And if you're ready for them, believe me, we call that a blessing and a curse, because sometimes you don't want them. Was I born with them? Yes, I've done this since I was a little kid. It's my earliest memories. I've been able to see the other beyond the veil. All right, message from Sunshine's mom. All right. And like I said, we all have the gifts. It's just a matter of activating them and working them. It's like any other tool. It takes practice. Mom knows you're worried, Sunshine. What are you worried about? I know you. She's aware of things that you're thinking and feeling. She doesn't want to add to it. She's being very strategic with communicating with you because she doesn't want to wear you down and cause you worry and anxiousness. Okay. Especially financially. She's just kind of going with the flow and doing her thing. It's just, she doesn't want to cause any more undue stress because she feels like that it would be a tower moment for you. So she's very tight-lipped, if that makes sense. She just wants you happy. That's interesting. She spends a lot of her time thinking of generational family members. Curious to know if she sees, I don't know if you're, I can't remember. I can't remember everybody's personal information. I can't remember if you said your dad is living or not. She's speaking to a strong male. She's thinking about family generations. She's talking to somebody. You've been healing together. Yeah, but she doesn't want to add to it. She's talking to somebody. I don't know that she would tell you that if she's talking to somebody beyond the veil. Dad passed. I think she's talking to him and he's talking to her. I don't know that she's Sunshine gonna think she crazy. No, you just got enough on your plate. She's just being very strategic with her words. She doesn't want to add to any undue stress, or she's kind of just holding her own. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? She's okay. She's like, Sunshine's doing enough. She just sees how hard you work, helping take care of her. She doesn't want to add to it. All right. All right, the next one is Alani has been barking more than usual. What is she observing or want me to be aware of? I wonder if it's your dad. Let's see. Yeah, she sees it. All right. How's Alani barking so much? You've been doing all this healing, and when you do that, you're stepping into the realm of like angelic healing. People that come and help basically answer those prayers. There's a lot of activity in your house. But I keep thinking it's tied to who your mom is talking to. Animals are very sensitive. Yeah, see? It's your dad. It's this generational, he's there. Yep, there's the lover's card. This is your mom and dad. So there's communicating going on there just between them, and maybe they want to keep it private. But Alani sees it. So it's not negative or anything like that. This is good. Okay. But it's also all the healing work that you're doing. Remember, the star card is all about healing, but the energies are there. They're showing themselves because the star can be putting themselves out there um, in the spotlight. Um, so they're showing themselves to Alani. Okay. Nothing negative. There's nothing evil. And there's your mom's card again on the base. Yeah. Okay. There's a whole lot of talking going on, and Alani's just a part of it. So there's nothing negative. So no worries. And then your last question is any messages from Spirit for me? All right. All right. Messages for Sunshine. You're welcome, honey. You got a lot of good energy around you, but you work hard at maintaining that. Alani's like, who are these people in my house? Yeah, it's okay. Oh, wow. Okay. A little extra advice there. Yes, they have a message. Okay. The Ace of Swords is all about communication. Yes. Absolutely continue on your healing journey. Okay. And be hopeful. This is bringing you success, and it's coming to, this is wrapping it up, and that's a victory card. Okay. That cycle is about to end. So your healing is just about complete. There's only one little hiccup in it, and only you can fix it. So I'm going to tell you what it is. It's doubt and worrying that there's going to be something else. You're convincing yourself that you're not seeing the results that you expect. Your expectations are not, you have to believe it when you do a healing process that it worked. Okay. You seem to be disappointed in yourself or results. Like, well, it's not happening fast enough, or I can't see it this way. Change your perspective. Change your words. No doubting. Okay. All right. Wings told me to change decks. Okay. Because he's bossy. Hi, Miss Patty. All right. Back to the coffee page. Speaking of Miss Patty. Hey, Jen, can you pull cards for me and tell me if I'm going to meet someone this week named Johnny? Very specific. All right. That's what I was told by Spirit. All right. Yeah, sometimes we don't like to swallow those pills, do we, sometimes? But it's truth. But it's human nature. We all doubt our abilities. But that's where faith comes in. We have to believe what we're doing is working. Now, Miss Patty, are you man hunting for a man named Johnny? I'm just asking. You don't carry Benadryl in your purse, do you? I'm just asking. You are, but he's not the only person. He's not the only person. Okay, so this tells me you'll meet a lot of people this week, but this one particular person is a charmer and he's not good. This is not good. This is a smokescreen. He's not who he says he is. He appears to be the Knight of Cups, who is gift giving. He charms people. But the Knight of Cups is negatively aspected in this because the devil sits right beside it. He's like, "Hi, pretty lady. What can I do for you?" Um, Stay away from me. That's what you can do. Um, this says keep walking. Don't. There's something about this guy that you do not want to trust. So just have your guard up. It's okay to do that. All right. Just your luck. You're I wouldn't look at it as luck. There's a plan in place. You'll meet who you are meant to meet when you're meant to meet them. I know that sounds very cliche-ish, but that's the way it is with soul contracts. Have faith, but it's okay to question everything and everyone. Many people we meet nowadays, we have to stop. Discernment is going to be such a huge, even bigger part of our lives in the future than it is currently. It's a lot of manipulators out there. Okay. When the time comes. That's right. All right. All right, Pawan. Let's see. Can I convince Dr. X to complete filling my form, noting that I have taken the vaccines but not take them? Are you asking somebody to lie for you? Jen's going to keep her opinion out of it. I'm going to tell you what the cards say. Guys, we're gonna have to. I gotta close questions. I've got 19. I'm still on coffee questions. I'm still have 19, so we've got to close them. So if you didn't get them in, save them. Let me flip that. All right. Can you convince Dr. X to flub the paperwork for you? If you don't want to take them, just say I'm not taking them. Somebody trying to force you to do it? I said I was going to say what I want to say. It says yes, you can. Yeah, he's very tempted to do it. Apparently, he does it for other people. He or she, Dr. X, High Priestess, has some secrets, has done this before. It says yes. Okay. Now that I said what Spirit's answer was, if you don't want to take a daggone jabberdo, don't take it. And whoever's trying to get you to take it or says you have to tell them to fuck off. It ain't worth it. Okay, I'm done now. All right, that's it for coffee questions. Let's go to our stars. You're all a star. All right. Brother Sean, good to see you. He came up for air from work long enough to ask a question. All right. I hope you're good, hon. What does Spirit say about the flu shot this year? Oh, same topic. All right. I'll tell you what Spirit says first. I don't influence these answers. I'll hold my answer until Spirit says their answer. Basically, good or bad, can I take it, not take it? That's kind of what you're looking for, right? Wow. It's all saline. It's all saline. They're calling it flu shots. Nope, there was an agreement made in the medical industry here. It is not what they say it is. It's not the flu shot. This has been realigned and fixed. This is positive and strength, sun and strength card. Basically, there's no, there's nothing in it. You're just taking saline, so why take it? Just curious. Do you have to take it? You know my answer to that. It says it's just saline. I wouldn't risk it. That's just my personal opinion. I just wouldn't risk it. Yeah. So Sean, use your discernment. We don't trust nobody in that area. Anita. Howdy, Jen. Hi, love. Could you please ask Spirit what I'm to know for next week's? Oh, plural. Like how many weeks? But we'll see. You're welcome, Sean. Don't work too hard. Her story, I have no idea. I don't know nothing about it. I'm not a doctor. What does Bonita need to know the next few weeks? Keep on keeping on. Oh. It's almost okay. It's almost not just for you in particular, it's pretty much for the whole world. Remember, we need to avoid distractions, stay more focused into meditation and prayer. Okay, don't get distracted by all the stuff that you're going to see and hear about. It makes people emotions, and they act on emotions, not rational thoughts. Okay, absolutely. No matter what you see and hear, because nobody knows what the truth is anymore, don't quit. All right. The next few weeks, we're wrapping this up. That's the world, and that's victory. Okay, we are completing a cycle. We're going straight into healing. All right. We're going to be hearing a lot of things come out. That's a justice card. Okay. Don't run away. Don't quit. All right. Something tells me that we're all going to be sent to the brink of, well, I think most of us are already there, wanting to wring somebody's neck. And we have to be the level-headed people in this with love in our heart and good intentions. Okay? Okay. So just stay focused. Keep doing what you're doing, and no matter what you see and hear, we can't believe half of it anyway. Back over here. Miss Lisa, how bad will Portland get? Huh? You mean with ice being there? Will it spill down south? My son Kyle's at Oregon State and Corvallis, please and thank. Okay, so all the chaos going in Portland. You want to know if it will make it to the university? Let's see. Mm. No, you have this trickle down effect, like they would like to infiltrate the university because this is about time and money. It's like they'd like to, but I think their money's been cut off. Um, but you don't have anything to worry about. It's almost like there's somebody who's taken actions to put boundaries in to where they can't get to the university. This is you have every right to be happy. There's stuff that we do not understand here because that's deal making. They're going to keep it pretty secluded. I don't get that it's going to hit. No, it's not going to hit the university. No, they've been very strategic about this military wise. They have a plan and it's going to wrap up pretty quick. There's your victory card. I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry anyway. You raised a good son who can think. We pray, we send good energy, but Spirit says, no, it's not going to make it that far. Military's got it wrapped up. Okay? They'd like to, but it's not going to happen. Remember, positive timeline. All right, Miss Mary. Does Divine Creator have advice for the next 2 weeks? Please and thank you. Love, probably patience. I gave you chills. Okay. The next 2 weeks. Basically, the Divine Creator is saying, watch me work. The thieves and liars will try to run, but I will serve justice. Okay. Get excited. Remember, you've been leaning on your hoe, waiting and putting all these resources together. There's your generational wealth. All these things. Basically, what he's saying is, I'm going to serve justice. I'm going to get rid of all the thieves and liars so he can restore blessings. Patience. 2 weeks. What's 2 weeks in God's eyes? I don't know. Remember, tomorrow's Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is the Day of Atonement. It means atoning for your sins. But it's also the start of a biblical jubilee, which is celebration. You take the negative, have to atone for all the crap that they've done. We should all repent. That's just my opinion. Do your own thing in your own faith if you got one. It's just what I'm saying. But God has a plan. Get rid of the wicked, help the righteous. Yep. All right. I'll take it. I'm almost to the point where I'm more excited about the justice being served and getting rid of the negativity and the thieves and liars and the bloodline of the Nephilim spirit than I am about the financial. I want to see the bad guys gone. You know what I mean? All right, Sister Renee. The Spirit have a message for me today. The Spirit always has a message for you. Let me refresh this. All right. Renee. I feel it coming too, Mary. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Yes, wings. This isn't directed towards Renee. This is for everybody. Wings is emphasizing prepare for more false flags. A lot of them. Renee, there's a little advice here. With the new house, you want to like remodel or do some stuff that's new, start a new path, new beginning, take action. This says don't go too fast. So maybe you want to do some remodeling, change some things up. This is a little bit of a warning. You've got the insight and the vision of what you want to do, but they're saying go slow. Okay. This is work. This is a craftsman card. Go slow to make sure that the finances don't get hurt. Okay. That's just advice. Okay. So when it just all the new things that you want to do, you probably have a million things on a list. It just says don't try to tackle too many at one time. Okay. Because you might get in over your head financially. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, false flag sunshine. Meaning you're going to hear about more shootings, more terroristic threats. You're going to hear this is not just the U.S. This is stuff that's going to happen globally. Okay, Wiggs, I don't explain your Pictionary. Okay. So he's showing me a pyramid with like a lot of points, and as it gets up, like they're everywhere. And some are worse than others, and then you get to the very tip top, and there's a great big one. It'll be the pentacle of all pentacles, false flags. Lovely. He's such a giver of hope. He says, nah, I'm not worried. That's because he knows that we have faith and energy in the divine. Okay. All right. Remy, how are you, love? Any messages for you? Well, let's see. Remy, are you taking your me time? I'm just asking. Wing shows me stuff. Mm-hmm. All right. So you've had to make some tough decisions. You've kind of struggled with this thought process, but you know it's the right thing to do. You're kind of weeding out and telling the thieves and liars, manipulators in your life that have come and gone where to go, basically. It has not been easy, but you know it's been a good choice. This is celebration. Cycles coming to an end. You're like, you know what? I'm putting me first. I'm tired of all the crap. In doing so, this is the Creator restoring gifts to you. All right? You continue on your journey with that faith and that hope that you have of changing things. This is your biggest setback. The Divine Creator is saying, this is unnecessary worry. So if you're sitting and doing yes, I've decided to cut these people out of my lives and I'm focusing on me and what I need and what is positive, there is still a part of you, and this is very human to do, that goes, but, well, maybe I need to still communicate a little bit. The why. Why are you worried about what they do? When God moves to take negative things and people out of your life that do not serve you anymore, let him do it. It's like he takes the recycling bin out to the curb and you're running back out there going through the trash. Why? Let him remove what does not serve you. You made the decision. You had free will to do that. Now let him work. All right? I have not heard from Roman. Maybe he's still on a high from watching the last show of Big Brother, or it was heartbreaking and didn't get what he wanted. No, let's keep Roman in our prayers because I know he has not been feeling well at all. And anybody else that needs prayers for health, emotional, mental, whatever that means. All right. Let's go. Brother Roy, how is it across the big pond? What message does Spirit have for you? Should I just tell you be patient? Just get it over with? Wings are showing me Roy's making plans. Roy's got plans. You have an idea of how you want them to go, but will they go that way? Wow. Wow. All right. Now, Roy, honey, you know I love you. It's a good message, but I get tickled. Okay. Is there a message for you? Absolutely. They want to tell you something. This has to do, you have some decisions to make. You've been making decisions. It's like you have a list. You're checking it twice. All right. Nicola, she's in here, okay? Now listen. This financial gift that's coming in, you have these plans. She's going to do certain things for you. And Spirit did tell you, yes, but don't overwhelm her. You want to offer her all of these gifts. This is gift giving. Maybe it'll bring you closer together because it's also a reconciliation card. Not that you've been fighting, but the Divine Spirit says, I know you're really, really focused on her and and being able to work with her. Do not get distracted by the other things that you are supposed to be focusing on. Okay, so make sure that it's not just about her. All right? And before you yell at me and go, but I'm not, I'm just reading the cards. All right? All right. So just make sure you can still focus on those plans. Just make sure you share enough focus with other things as well. Maybe some other projects. All right. Terry, yeah, I'm running into that same problem too. This is why we're keeping our fingers crossed for the 1-800 numbers that they will give them. If not, we're all just going to road trip together, I guess. I don't know. God will lead the way. I believe that. He'll tell us where to go. He probably wishes he, well, never mind. I won't say that. All right. Let me refresh the coffee page. All right. We're good. Miss Charlotte, can I get a message from Spirit? Yes. You're welcome, Roy. You keep working on them plans. Just make sure you work on all the plans. All right, Miss Charlotte. Okay. Who's got the headache? Miss Charlotte, do you have the headache? I'm reading for you. My eye's twitching. You've been busy, little bee. Okay, you're offering help. This is offering help. Now, this is hope, optimism, healing, all of this good stuff. This could be your off-worlder family if you've been in communication with them. Encouragement. What you've invested is manifesting. So it doesn't have to be a financial investment. per se. It can be a spiritual investment. What work have you been doing on your own path? You've got results. You have really put in the work because you've stayed focused. Now, some of it I do get because these are pentacles is financial, but you have absolutely, okay. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple cards in a second, but I'm going to try to explain it first. When you're putting all this work in, you are manifesting. Sometimes we tend to, instead of just kind of maintaining the energy, we tend to keep pushing. And what ends up happening is it wears us out. Okay. And this card means you've gone far enough for now. You're stable. Sit and watch and wait. That's not a bucky horse. He is just sitting still. All the work you have done, sit in it for a minute. Just breathe in. You don't have to keep pushing forward. It's not, you're in a season right now where you've done all the work. Sit and enjoy it. Don't push further. It's not time yet. Okay. Charlotte, your eyes been twitching. No wonder. Yeah. Yeah. So when you guys say, Jen, you've got these gifts, sometimes you don't want them because I pick up on your all's ailments sometimes. It's not fun. Some things shouldn't be shared. So Miss Charlotte, you're in a good place right now as far as manifesting and your spiritual growth. Stay where you're at and be in the moment. Don't push any further right now. Just take a breath. All right? And good for you for doing it. Sunshine on a cloudy day. Been waking in the morning with hips aching. Am I healing or working while you're sleeping? One goes hand in hand with the other, doesn't it? All right, let's see. Yeah, slow down, Miss Charlotte. While I'm shuffling for Miss Sunshine, I had an amazing experience the other night. I was in this realm. I don't know, are you gonna... My kids used to watch this stuff all the time, and I know nothing about it, so I couldn't tell you. That show called Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like Pokemon or something. I don't know what it is, what it has to do with the name. I don't know. It was a trigger. Wasn't thinking about it, know nothing about it, but somehow I went into this realm, and it was all these little kids, and only the little kids had these little balls of energy, and they keep them in their pockets. And if something bad would come around, the kids could do this. They would take out these balls of energy, and the energy balls would manifest into dragons, positive ones, to fight battles. It's the craziest thing. And I was trying to reference it to something, and that was the only thing I could think of. Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon or whatever those cartoons are. Weird. All right. But the reason that I mentioned that, Sunshine, is because Wings was showing me a dragon. Are you riding dragons and you sleeping? It's curious. It's hard on your hips. Yeah. Yeah, you are working. There's your worker bee to hold the ground. So you're on guard duty when you're sleeping. Not that you're healing. Your healing is working as well. Okay. But to maintain it and not have a tower moment, you've learned to defend the work that you've done. If that makes sense. It means it's almost like what I just told Miss Charlotte. You've done all this work, stand in place and just guard where you're at. You don't have to keep moving forward. Just maintain where you're at. Okay? Because we know in spiritual healing, hips and the movement of it. Don't move forward. Spirit's trying to say, stay locked in place, stay where you're at, and just guard where you're at. You don't have to move forward. So you're healing, be in the moment. Enjoy it. Defend it. Does that make sense? I think Spirit's telling a lot of us today, look, you guys have worked really hard. Look how far you've come. You don't have to go any further right now. Enjoy where you're at. Okay? Just maintain it. You're welcome, love. All right. Charlene. Does Spirit Higher Self have a message for me? All right, let's see. That's a good point, her story. Jacob refused to let go until God blessed him. And you can walk with a limp. All right, let's see. Charlene. I'm not lecturing. I'm just telling you what Spirit says. Listen, Charlene, Spirit is well aware of what you've invested and you want your reward, okay? Because you're ready to take action. You just itching. Like, let's get this done. All right? I want things better. Spirit knows this. But Spirit says, be patient. That lecture did not come from me. Once again, you have manifested where you want to be. You are there. Be in the moment. Okay? We keep trying to drive forward, and I know we all are. We're all anxious to create this world that we want to live in. We got to enjoy being and maintain where we're at right now. And we can't build this world if we're at risk of someone coming and tearing it down. So let's let God take care of the negativity. Wow. I was just sitting there shuffling and one flipped around. God says, let me tear it down first. He wants to take out all of the bad stuff so we can build the world in peace. Does that make sense? But it takes patience. Apparently we're getting a little low in the tank on patience. We're just anxious. And he knows that. Yeah, it's not about the financial. It's about cleaning it up. We're like, go, let's get it done. Come on, just go in and get them. It doesn't work that way. It has to be done by the rule of law. And not just man-made law. This is God's law. Justice will be served. And it will be fair. All right. Miss Renee. Ooh, I still have 9 left. All right, let's get on it. Well, let me refresh this first. Okay. Miss Renee. I haven't asked in a while, but when will I sell my house now? Renee. Are you going to get a patience card too? All right, we're looking for a timeline. When will Miss Renee sell her house? Interest rates are down, so that helps. But you may not want to sell it right now if we're at a stock market risk. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to say, easier said than done. All right. You're focused on it because you've invested in this new place. All right. When's it going to sell? Let's get it off my back so I can focus on the new place. I'm looking for dates. Oh. Okay, so there's a lot of movements done here. This is Mr. T card. Okay, so doing what he's doing. When's this drawing pictures again? Hold on. The housing crisis is a huge issue right now. And the way it's run with Nasara and Jasara, it removes interest and all of that stuff. This is playing a part in it. To take down the old system takes time. But once the new Jasara Nasara is implemented, that's when you'll sell it. You have sixes in there. So I'm leaning more towards 6 months. Not what you want to hear. But this card came out and I said, ooh, patience. It's going to take time. People can't afford it right now. It's basically tearing down the old system. Now, could it be earlier than 6 months? Yeah, that's as far as it's going out, and my energy is pulling more towards the latter. Could be 6 hours, 6 days, 6 weeks. I hope for you that it is, but the energy is pushed further out. I know. You're probably yelling at me right now. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. I will always tell you what I get. All right. Miss Sharon, any messages from Spirit, please and thank you. Who's asking you for money? Wow, you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot going on right now. You got some decisions to make. This is decision making as far as finances go. I get, is one of your kids asking for money? It's a page and it's a sword communicating with you, calling you up saying, you got any money? You're trying to hold him off a little bit longer, this, and be hopeful about it, like wait a little longer. He's very, very disappointed, but you have to tell him the truth. Now, this is what the cards are telling me. You can let me know in the chat if this is accurate, or if it doesn't resonate at all. I understand. But it will work out. Victory is, sixes are victories. So, and getting better, situations getting better. So just like Renee's, yours is the same thing. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. Yours is more, your energy is floating more in the middle. It keeps doing this. It's rocking. It's like looking at a level and trying to find the bubble in the middle, and it keeps swaying because the situation's very fluid. You let me know, but it looks like you have a child, and this is in this card, it's a male energy. Do you have a son asking you for money? And you're trying to give him hope and optimism, but you just don't have it? I'm just asking. You don't have to tell me nothing. But mortgage rates went up. Depends on the company, depends on where you're at. Because my son has mortgage issues right now, and they were going down. It just depends, I guess. I have no idea. People just can't afford it, or it's not. They're looking at it like it's not worth it. Okay. All right, Miss Sharon, that was yours, love. What else we got? Miss Mary. Now, Miss Mary. Miss Mary. Houses are selling where you're at. Renee, I'm just telling you what the cards say. I don't want to argue with you. I'm just saying it's leaning more towards it would take longer. I hope I'm wrong. So we'll pray and manifest that you sell the house. Miss Mary, watch her. Look how slick she is sliding this peanut butter question in here. Uh-huh. Got my eye on you. See, here she is. I know what she's saying. You were all thinking it. She just asked. Well, let's see. You know, Spirit is absolutely in the comedy department, right? Because they're saying, we're not telling. High Priestess, she's full of secrets. You don't know. When you least expect it, that's when the offer, it'll flip. That's where it is. But thieves and liars, every single time. These guys have to be taken out before we will hear. All of them? No. It has to really start. There's your drippy drops. Okay? That legal system has to be implemented. And they're going to play smoke and mirrors with us for a little while. Just when you least expect it, and this is historical of what they did with Kuwait as well. Just when they started saying, it's not going to happen, don't do it. That's when they flipped it. It's when you least expect it. The bad guys are the issue. Okay. Everything goes hand in hand. Okay. All right. Okay, Miss Sharon, if it hasn't come up yet, it might. So if he ends up calling and saying, Mom, I need some money, you're going to have to give him hope. He may not like your answer, but you can only do what you can do. You know, that blood out of a turnip thing. Okay. All right. Miss Cindy. How's it up in Canada, eh? All right. Is my daughter's boyfriend a good guy, and will he be good for her? Oh, we're going to slide them romance questions in there, huh? I know. Miss Cindy's going, that's not a romance question. That is concern for my child. I know how this works. All right. Let's see. You a mama bear. You don't watch him like a hawk, regardless if he's a good guy. It's what we do. Mm, mm, mm. I'll see over time that your daughter doesn't see what you're going to see, okay? Because kids are blinded by love. Yeah, we were too at once, right? All right. So he's, I love to get to say this because I like picking on my King of Wands. Mr. Troublemaker's probably at work. Um, so the King of Wands is, he can be kind of reckless, means he just jumps into stuff without thinking things through. Integrity wise, he's a good person. He has a good heart, but he makes crazy choices at times because he doesn't think. He acts like the fool. He just goes for it. Negatively aspected, it just means you didn't think that through, did you? Okay, so he's kind of reckless. Good, positive victory relationship. Good to her, but financially and having a logical brain of how to take care of himself and have a plan, he's a little scatterbrained. This card worries me a little bit because this is about some underlying secrets. I don't know. It's like he'll play the role for a little while. Not going to let all the cats out of the bag at one time. He's not very logical. I think emotionally he's okay. He has integrity. He has good intentions, but he doesn't think. There's hope there. There's hope there, but he really needs to have more balance in his life. Okay. He's just too free spirited, if that makes sense. Yeah, impulsive, Jojo. That's right. Okay. Miss Pam, may I have a message, please? Yes, you may. Let me click over here. All right. All right, Miss Pam, what do we got? Whew. Miss Pam, there's a strong female energy in here. Wow, you've been putting the work in. There's a strong female energy in here. It's divine because I only allow divine to come in. There's a sense of pride with her. Very, very proud of you. And the cards match that because this says, look at you go. Like you've been manifesting, you have all the tools and you've used them for your benefit. So now here's happy. Proud, happy for you. This is not negatively aspected in this. This is positive. The Tower card sits beside the Sun, so this is good. That means you've gone through it before. You've learned some lessons. I know not what not to do in life again. You're sitting pretty emotionally now. You're in a good spot overall. Of course, life still has its ups and downs. There's just a strong female energy in here. It says, keep going. You're not done with your mission yet. Yeah, it's a family member that you have lost. Have you lost your mother? It's a motherly energy. Mother, grandmother, somebody you were very, very close to is just absolutely so proud of you right now. You're taking control of what you need in your life. She's so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Wishy-washy. Okay. Thank you. Brother Roy, is my contact appointment for 4-4 10-4 RV on Friday? My sister and a mother. Very, very strong energies. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, love. Rolling. 10-4. Contact appointment on Friday. Let's see what's going to happen in the world. I don't know what that means, wings. It goes, For most of the time, I'm a pretty good wings interpreter, but every once in a while, he gets slower with the crayons. Okay. This says yes. This is contact information. Calling you, yes. But here's where he was doing this. There might be limits, meaning they might have to call you. As of right now, yes, appointment for Friday. But then this guy comes in and goes, but hold on a minute. Something could change in the world. So that's why he was doing this. As of right now, the energy says yes. We ain't to Friday yet. All right. This is a strategic thing. Not sure yet. We're going to go with the positive energy right now. Let's stick with that, Roy, and manifest that it happens. Okay? Okay. I know, Moon. He cracks me up. He shows me his Pictionary board. It's almost like a whiteboard, so to speak, and drawing on it. He cracks a joke the other day. He was showing me something, and I wasn't figuring it out. It just wasn't meant. I had to walk away and just think about it for a little while. I go back to him and ask him to elaborate a little bit more. He shows me like markers, like you would like dry erase markers, and then he pulls out what appears to be crayons. He goes, well, I'll switch the art tools for you. And then proceeds to laugh. Okay. It's funny. He has my sense of humor, so it doesn't shock me. All right, Miss Regina. We're almost done, guys. I've got Regina, Bettina, and JoJo left. We're already over our time, but we'll get these in. Okay. Terry, no, because there's nothing to meet over. There's no new information. Now, if something happens later today, then I will send out an email, or I'll let everybody know on the Telegram group. But as of right now, there's no new information to discuss. So I'll keep your fingers crossed. All right. Regina, is the 2 females that are living in my house going to get out without me lowering my vibration? You don't lower your vibration anyway. You send out love. That'll run off negativity. Let's see. Now, remember, Regina, thank you, Wings. Standing in your truth and speaking your mind is not lowering your vibration. You're taking the high road by you're speaking with authority and truth. That's not being negative. All right. You're not attacking them. We don't want Regina in jail. Okay. And we're not drugging them with Benadryl. Okay. We are just using words. Those are not lowering your vibration. So let's see. They're in cahoots against you, Regina. You're like, I know that. I don't need to hear it. They're not unless they get a better offer. You need to manifest. They get a better offer. At least Spirit's telling you what direction to go in. Nope. They're in cahoots together. The Lover's card is just a partnership and an agreement. And this is to wear you down. They almost want to make you an offer. Why don't you leave? Got a brazen. Wow. Yeah. Making you an offer. Do not show fear. This is fear of the unknown, not sure what to happen. I want you to start manifesting that someone offers them something. They are like conniving. You have the upper hand, and if you need to use the justice system to do it, you can. Just make sure that you do it legally. If you can say it's not working out, I need you to go. Here's your 30-day notice. Go ahead and do it. That is not lowering your vibration. Do it before they do crazy stuff because they are conspiring behind your back. I want you to be careful, protect yourself, put your boundaries, your home, your place of peace, you take control over it. That is not lowering your vibration. We just don't do things to get revenge on people. Okay? No moon, wasn't my appointment. Daughter had a sonogram. New grandbaby. He's fat and sassy, like his Mimi. All right. Bettina, you are next, love. Howdy. Does the Father have a message for me? Thank you bunches. Well, let's see. Nice, Terry. That's how we manifest. I got a whole long list of them. And it's always good to make sure that we take note, print it out, write it down, address, whatever, because they can give you proof of funds for these real estate places. If you need to purchase something and you want to snatch it up before somebody else does, write down all the information. If you like it and the energy feels good, write it down. They'll give you a proof of funds so you can just go in there and wire the money. All right. Bettina wants to hear from Daddy. And Father, God. All right. Almost done. What do we got? Father, what do you want Bettina to know? Besides the I love you part. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. This is generational blessing, all right, that he has for you. He wants you to know, I have not left you out. You are not out in the cold. All right? Not to worry. Hold the line. You're like, oh, I'm trying. Not easy, is it? This is basically, it's okay. Everything is stable. You're in a stable position. This is him reiterating that he's taking out thieves and liars. Let dad do his thing. Get behind daddy and wait, okay? Don't quit on him. I just think I was chuckling because that's my FO card, and I thought, God's telling somebody to FO. Okay. It's a joke, people. He's letting you know, I am going to make your cuppeth overfloweth with blessings and blessings and blessings. But that he's got to take care of some things first. He has not forgotten about you. He's got a plan. We have a consensus here today. We've all gotten the same message. I've got to do something, kids. Let daddy work. Okay. We're going to be patient. I know. Easier said than done. JoJo's got the last one. Can I get a read on the next 2 weeks, please, and thank you? All righty. All right, JoJo. We'll see. JoJo. This doesn't hurt anymore, but why is it's heavy though? Almost droopy. You are not required to tell me anything if that was accurate or not. I'm just curious. It's like there's something there. Not like it was. This is different. Heavy. Almost, I don't want to say blurry, but something's different. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, just last question of the day. I'm just going to put everything on repeat. Look, the next 2 weeks are going to go extremely fast. Everything is lined up the way it needs to be. This is fast moving. Actions already taking place. There is a plan in place and we need to trust it. This is God blessing us. You're going to love it. Okay. This is victory, success, justice being served, taking out the bad guys. Once again, he is not focusing on you personally because you're okay. This is more of a mentality of watch me work, let me do my thing, and then we'll get into that. He knows you're tired. He's going to take this and turn it into this. These are 2 9s, okay? Means we're almost done, almost done. He knows you're tired, but you're about to be sitting pretty. All right? So your next 2 weeks is the same thing we're doing. We're watching God work. Okay? Interesting card on the bottom. Don't quit. Are you going to leave? Yeah. Charlene, I think we're all in agreement. Shut it down. Who cares? Shut it down. They don't do anything for us anyway. Just shut it down. And all the ones that we were worried about as far as getting paid goes, VA, um, you know, Border Patrol, people that are, our troops and stuff, they're getting paid because it was written into the big, beautiful bill. We have to read the fine print. He's already made sure they're secure. This is to make sure that he can shrink that government. That's what we need. Let him shut it down. All right? Let him shut it down. We have been through enough pain. Yes, Father. Oh, okay. He said they didn't shut it down. I did. Okay. All right. Well, that is the end of the questions today. Let's be patient, guys. I know. I'm tired of the same old message, but it is what it is. We're going to do what we got to do. Let me refresh this. All right. We're good on the coffee page. All right. Yeah, because Moon, he does get more powers if he comes out and does the whatchamajigger, what's it called, Insurrection Act. Yes, and then we welcome the EBS and all of that stuff. So let it play out. Let it play out. Yeah, all is well. All right. So once again, no humanitarian meeting tomorrow because there's nothing to discuss unless something happens, and then of course you'll get notified. And as far as Friday's show, as of right now, we should have a show. But that starts Lee's vacation and fall break. I'm going to take each show each day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, by ear based on what's going on around here because it's fall break. I've said that 100 times. So watch for the thumbnail. And if you don't see one for that day, it's no show. Okay? I'll communicate with you best I can. All right? In the meantime, keep the faith, keep the love, all that good stuff. Blessings, blessings. God loves you. So do I. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to go try to work with these cameras so I can turn this camera back on to do your zodiac for October. If it doesn't work and the camera craps out, then I'll put it in the community post that it just crapped out and I can't do it. But I will try and then pray that I can flip it back to this one. I'm about to poke the bear. Y'all pray for me. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good evening. I love you. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.